headquarters. He's currently at the DCI headquarters, and he was brought back by detectives after spending the night at the Muthaiga police station. Mel Miendo is there monitoring what's happening there. Mel, what can you tell us about that arrest and what DCI have been doing with the judge?
Edmond, it's day 2 here at the DCI headquarters where Justice Sankale Ole Kantai is still speaking to detectives attached to the homicide unit here at the DCI. Now, he slept in Muthaiga police station. He was in police custody the whole night he was there, and then again this morning he was brought here to the DCI headquarters. Last night we were here actually hoping to see whether we'll be able to see Justice Sankale being brought out of the DCI headquarters, but we do believe that that happened quite late in the night, about 9:30 p.m., 10 p.m. When he was taken to Muthaiga police station, and then this morning is when he's been brought back here to the DCI headquarters. It's a case involving the Tob Cohen murder case. Justice Sankale Ole Kantai is a person of interest and remains to be, as he continues to speak to detectives here regarding his alleged involvement in this case. There has been a lot going around about exactly what kind of interaction that he had with the main murder suspect, and that's Sarah Wairimo Cohen, in this specific case, and just exactly when they began speaking, whether it was before Tob Cohen was murdered in September 2019 or after, and what kind of discussions and conversations that they were having, whether it specifically touched on this case or not. And so it's something that detectives have been looking very keenly at from yesterday even up until today. Early morning, actually, when the detectives were back here at the DCI headquarters together with Justice Sankale, it was about 6 a.m. and up until now, he's still inside here at the DCI headquarters. We do believe that he is with his lawyers, and of course, if that's the case, then they may be asking for a police bail to allow him to be released, and then perhaps on Monday he will be charged in court. Whether he will have to face a tribunal is something that we also wait to see, because he's a judge, and so that makes things very different. But that's what we do know for now, Edmond, that he's still here at the DCI headquarters, but of course we'll get to find out more information as the day goes by.
Thank you so much, Mel, for that update. And like I said, we are here at the Kenya School of Adventure and Leadership at the foot of Mount Kenya for the Mount Kenya Mountain Run. And in a bit, we'll be speaking to the governor of this great county, Kiraitu Murungi, as well as the governor of Kisumu County, Anyang' Nyong'o, who have participated in the run this morning. But before that, President Uhuru Kenyatta is at the Subukia National Shrine in Nakuru County for a mass presided over by the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops. In October last year, the Catholic Church banned harambes at the church as well as politics at funerals. Let's listen in to what's happening at the Nakuru event. Let's have a look at a bit of politics now. And ODM leader Raila Odinga, accompanied by ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi and Ford Kenya leader Moses Wetangula, and a number of governors are currently leading the BBI regional rally in Narok County. Historical land injustices and marginalization are some of the issues being talked about there. And Vincent Oduor now joins us live from Narok County. Vincent, what can you tell us about what's been happening there this morning?
Ameenda kwa kamati ya BBI utoe maoni yako. Jambo la mwisho ya pili. Jana nilikuwa bunge siku ya Alhamisi. Tulikuwa tumeongea, tukaletewa bill kutoka Senate ambayo inaongea juu ya majani chai. Vile kuboresha majani chai, vile kuboresha maisha ya watu, wale wabunge ambaye kila siku naona kwa TV wakiibweka, wakiongea juu ya pesa mfukoni, ati majani chai haina pesa, wote hawakuwa bunge. Sikuona Moses Kuria ndani ya bunge. Sikuona Kimani Ichung'wah ndani ya bunge, sikuona hii Gachagua ya Nyeri ndani ya bunge, Sasa hawa kazi yao ni kutembea tu kila wiki kuchukua marupurupu ndogo na kupiga kelele. Pale ambayo watu wanazungumza hawako. Kwa mkutano wa BBI hawako, kwa bunge hawako. Sasa shetani ashi. Shetani ashi. Shetani ashi. Kwa hayo machache, asanteni sana. Hii safari imeanza, tunataka Wakenya waungane pamoja, wakuwe kitu kimoja. Si sawa sawa? Niendelee. Niendelee. Kuna wageni wengi hapa leo, hata nitarudi siku nyingine kulimana na hao watu. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Haya, tuko hapa na minority leader wetu wa bunge, Mheshimiwa John Mbadi. Azungumze na nyinyi.
Haya, asante sana Mheshimiwa Junet. Watu wa Masai hamjamboni. BBI. BBI. Mimi ndiye naitwa John Mbadi, mbunge wa Suba South, na mimi pia ndiye mwenyekiti wa chama cha ODM, na mimi pia ndiye minority leader kwenye bunge wa kitaifa. Leo tulikuja hapa kusikiza Wamasai. Tunataka tusikie Wamasai wanasema nini juu ya BBI. Tunataka tusikie shida ya Wamasai. Na shida mkisema, tunaomba steering committee wa BBI wahakikishe maoni ya Wamasai zimejumulishwa na maoni ya Wakenya wengine, ili sisi zote tusonge mbele kama Wakenya. Kitu kingine ninataka nizungumzie ni maneno ya boundary review. Na mimi nataka niambie IBC lazima wawache maneno ya boundary review. They should stop boundary review mpaka tumalizane na maneno ya BBI. Kwa sababu tunaweza amua kama nchi tuna retain 290 constituencies.
All right, I told you earlier about the Mount Kenya mountain run that took place this morning at the foot of Mount Kenya here at the Kenya School of Adventure and Leadership. And I'm now joined by the governor of this great county, Governor Kiraitu Murungi. Thank you so much for joining us. And you're in full attire and also a finisher's medal,
that's
2
right.
kilometers. How was the event today?
It was great.
Yes.
We are very, very excited about it.
Yes.
For us, it's a dream come true.
Okay.
I think although mountain running is known around the world, this is the first time that it's being hosted in Kenya, and we are very proud to be the first county.
Okay.
Yes,
Talk to me about
yes,
the participants. How many did you have? What kind of participants did you have?
I think you saw the crowds.
Yes.
Yeah, we had about 3,000 participants participating in the race today. Of course, the 12 kilometers attracted the elite runners, and some were internationals. Then there was the 80 kilometer, and then of course for the community and the older people like me, the 2 kilometer, which we call the Keep the Doctor Away.
Yes. And this was a really big event in the sense that you had about 10 ambassadors from the European Union and partly I think Asia as well taking part in this.
That's right.
Yes.
Indeed, this is it's an international event being held here at the School of Leadership and Adventure here in Meru. So we are very happy to have hosted it. Indeed, we are about 10 ambassadors, some from the European Union, we are participants from China also, and from other nationalities.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are very, very happy to have hosted it.
It was not just running for sport or for exercise or just for fun. This is for a very good cause, and this is to start a cancer center within Meru County.
Yes. Actually, we had 3 objectives for which we are running today. First, we are trying to promote tourism, mountain tourism in Kenya.
Yes.
40% of Mount Kenya is in Meru, and we very little tourism activity. So we were happy to have brought so many visitors to see Mount Kenya from this side. Our second objective is to support the Cancer Institute that we are doing in Meru. Meru is number 2 in cancer statistics.
Yes.
Nairobi number 1, Meru number 2. A lot of our people are dying out of cancer. So the funds we are going to raise from this run are going to support development of the Meru Cancer Institute.
Okay.
Yes.
What other initiatives are you looking at aside from just the Cancer Institute? Because I'm told the cases are as much as 350 per month, and this is not verified. Of course, this is just from the data we've been able to look at. 350 cases every single month. That's really a huge number.
Yes, indeed. We have started in a small way.
Yes.
We have employed an oncologist. We are doing screening on a day-to-day basis. We are doing chemotherapy in Meru, but we are not able to do radiotherapy and further treatment. So we want, because many of our people are not able to get to Nairobi and India, we want to create a facility in Meru where we cut the traffic, going to Nairobi.
Yes.
For cancer treatment.
Okay,
Yeah.
because palliative care is really one of the key issues for many people having to travel all the way to the Kenyatta National Hospital, really.
Yeah, precisely. After stage 4, it gets very difficult to manage cancer. We have a small hospice in Meru, but a lot of people are really suffering at home. So part of the Cancer Institute program is to support those homes who are having people affected by cancer,
Yes.
having home care. Yes.
What about sensitization in the sense of just getting people to, learn about lifestyle and those other issues around cancer in terms of preventive measures that can be taken?
Actually, there's a lot of stomach cancer in Meru, and we don't know what causes it.
Yeah.
Part of the mandate of our institute is to do cancer research, of course with the research institutions, both the local, national and international, to enable us to establish the cause of cancer. Because once we know it, then it is possible to advise our people to do preventive and promotional activities to prevent cancer.
Can we expect a bit more in terms of just initiatives around cancer management?
Of course, there's going to be a lot happening after this. There will be a lot of education in our villages. There will be more screening,
Yes.
and indeed we'll be treating more people. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Away from cancer, Meru is such a beautiful county. I've been here and I've been able to move around and see such beautiful spots, including this, the foot of the great Mount Kenya and stuff like that. What are you doing around tourism in this county?
Actually, we have a dream. We say we are making Meru great. We say we are making Meru one of the top tourist destinations in this country. We are promoting mountain tourism. We have the Meru National Park,
Yes.
which is as big as Masai Mara. We'll be opening it up for tourism. And there's something new, agricultural tourism, which is not happening in the country. So we have wheat, we have coffee, we have tea, and all these beautiful landscapes you have seen. So we want to also see what other forms of tourism, including cultural tourism.
Speaking about
Yes.
agriculture, Mira, of course, tea and coffee are also very big in this part of the country. How are you helping farmers to tap into whatever they have already and improve their yields?
Yeah, indeed, agriculture is the mainstay of the Meru economy, and we are trying to support our farmers, both in terms of agronomy, promoting our productivity, but more so opening the markets, not only for Mira, but also for our tea, for our coffee and all that. And we have very active programs, which with time we can be able to expand.
All right.
Yeah,
To anyone out there watching, what can you tell them about Meru County? Yes, you're coming.
Yeah, I would like to invite other Kenyans to come to Meru County.
Yes.
You can see my guest today, Professor Nyabula,
Yes.
who has come all the way from Kisumu with the first lady of Kisumu. We like more people to come to visit Meru, come to help us promote tourism,
Yes.
come work with us to fight cancer, come work with us to make Meru great.
All right. Thank you so much,
And,
Meru Governor.
And I also thank the nations very much.
Yes.
You have really worked with us in this journey,
Yes.
and I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much,
right.
Governor Kiraitu Murungi
Thank
of
you.
County number 12, talking to us about the Mount Kenya Mountain Run we had earlier today and the initiative around that, of course, running for a good cause, and that is preventive measures and curative measures for cancer cases in this part of the country. Now let's have a look at, actually, Governor Anyang' Nyong'o is here from Kisumu. Just before we move on to something else, hold this. Thank you so much. You participated in the run today, and I see you have a finisher's medal, 2 kilometers. Why is this particularly important for you that you had to travel from Kisumu to
I think it's important because the initiative that Governor Kiraitu Murungi has taken with the government of Meru, county government of Meru,
Yes.
to build a cancer institute is the first of its kind among the counties.
Yes.
And in fact, having a cancer institute in Kenya, really, a cancer institute is important because we are not only talking about cure of cancer, but building a knowledge base
Yes.
through research and teaching, really, that will lead to the development of human resources
Yes.
or capacity building, but also getting to know what environment we are dealing with in terms of cancer prevention, treatment, and care.
Okay.
Because various types of cancers are really influenced by the environmental factors. So it is important that this region particularly, we do research into certain things that can cause cancer that we don't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As someone who's been personally affected by this disease, and really, Meru could be the second highest in the country, but we have cancer cases all across the country. In Kisumu County, perhaps, what initiatives have you taken?
Well, we have taken several initiatives. First of all, my wife and I, several years ago, 2011 to be particular, established the Africa Cancer Foundation, whose main mission is to create awareness about cancer.
Okay.
Because I realized that when I had cancer, prostate cancer, and I wrote articles in the Standard about it, people really didn't know. Some men didn't even know that they had prostate, an organ called prostate in their body, and what happens to that prostate gland can turn around your life chances. And secondly, we've realized at Africa Cancer Foundation that the more screening public awareness you do, the better people learn how to prevent cancer by taking certain measures in their lives, lifestyle changes or eating habits or physical education and exercise, like we did today. I think it was good that we had a mountain run as a foundation for raising resources for this cancer institute, because it's one of the things that one should do to keep a healthy body.
All right. Finally, the Council of Governors, is there a collective sort of initiative you're taking as governors to make sure that in all parts of the country, at least this disease is fought with whatever munitions we can?
Well, let me say that I'm really here on behalf of the Council of Governors, because most of my colleagues today are either in Narok for the BBI rally there, or are committed elsewhere. But I was determined, my wife and I, that we should come here and take the good news to the rest of the governors. There are many initiatives being taken in other counties. There are counties building cancer centers and so on. In Kisumu in particular, we are establishing a comprehensive cancer care center, which is very much like what Kiraitu is doing. A comprehensive cancer center, by the very, very word comprehensive, means it's going to be a teaching institution, a research institution, and it is based at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Research Hospital, where Maseno University and other universities, Maseno uses it as a teaching hospital, and the Maseno staff are there also trying to develop capacity in the hospital. So the Comprehensive Cancer Care Center, with an international board, really is picking up. And I think we have a lot to compare and learn from each other between Kisumu and Meru. And that's why we came here really with my wife, because I think we must support each other and learn from each other.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Governor Anyang' Nyong'o, from Kisumu County, having taken part in this event earlier today. Before we take a quick break, we now want to speak to the Nation Media Group CEO, Stephen Gitagama, who also participated in the Mount Kenya Mountain Run today. Karibu sana. How many kilometers did you do?
I did 12 minus 10.
Minus 10.
Yeah.
I see that. 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
As a Nation Media Group, why are these kinds of initiatives important for us?
I mean, Nation Media Group is actually the media sponsor for this event. And, you know, the purpose of Nation Media Group is to transform society.
Yes.
Health is one of those areas that we look at, and the purpose of this race was to raise funds for cancer patients.
Yes.
So we really behind it,
Yeah.
and it fits within our objective and our reason why we exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Participating, of course, in these kinds of initiatives and being partners as well helps towards that initiative. But we are also, like you said, an organization that endeavors to transform society, and through sensitization, through education, through information. What kind of role are we playing when it comes to that in terms of the content that we put out there?
What we do, you know, Nation Media Group, we basically exist to inform, educate, and entertain. So what we've done before the race, we made sure that the public and the general Kenyans were aware of this. During the race and after the race, we will be with this county, and we're here for the next one day. We've been here since yesterday, and we'll let the public and the world know what is happening in Meru.
Okay. So aside from just health and particularly cancer, what other areas of information are we looking into and partnerships? We've had cases of pollution, we've had cases of graft, and all the issues that we face as a country. How do we, as Nation Media Group and as a media organization, participate in capacity building and education and information of the public?
Well, Nation Media Group, which has been in existence for the last 60 years, is actually very critical in analyzing, in disseminating information, in actually making the public understand what are the causes, in exposing some of these issues. We've had issues of corruption, various scandals. We also educate. We do a lot of education work in various platforms, on NTV, on the newspapers, and all that enhances the value that we create to society. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Stephen Gitagama is the Chief Executive Officer of Nation Media Group. He's my boss, actually. And, I had to, be careful what questions I ask, not to put him in a fix. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the sports news from Nation Center in Nairobi.
Inakwambia bibi kuna mdenge fulani bibi hapo na nywele refu yani. Kuna ngoko fulani bibi amemechali yake hadi Sasa ndio madonna kutupinya mtu mbao. Mimi nimemjenga dhao gari ilikuwa salasa akaniambia nimjenge 17 na batina 30 yangu.
The way this position is tiring. Nimechoka.
Who's that? Ni shosho fulani hapa hivi.
Ati shosho.
Call for long at 1 shilling 50 cents to all networks.
By the way,
Cartelo.
Dial star 544 hash to subscribe. Telkom, moving with you.
And this is how it connects us.
At APSA, we believe in working with you to find a way to get things done. We call this Africanacity.
New Blue Band peanut butter. Made with 100% pure peanuts. And a good source of omega-6. Grow healthy and happy kids with New Blue Band peanut butter.
Building tips for high-rise buildings should be bought from reliable sources. Strength of the cement must be a minimum of 42.5. Sufficient curing time with constant pouring of water. Must be KEB certified. Exactly 50 kilograms guaranteed in each bag.
Adding strength to Kenya's landmarks. Power for specialized constructions. Cementing the nation's future. Simba Cement, the strength and pride of Kenya.
Now also produced in Nakuru and Mombasa.
Rashes again? Kiss Kids diapers. Kiss Kids, no rashes. Kiss Kids, no rashes. Bye-bye rashes. Buy diapers. Choose Kiss Kids.
Hanging out, it's my summer, got my squad, we go harder, we got a little bit of feel good now. It's my better, that's my flavor, all I wanna do, all I wanna do, all it is true, all I wanna, let's have a little bit of feel good now. Be myself, that's my secret. stop and chill. Best believe it, this is the weekend, so we're getting down. Let's have a little bit of flavor.
Welcome back to NTV at One, live from the Kenya School of Adventure and Leadership at the foot of the great Mount Kenya, where we've had the mountain run this morning. Let's have a look at some more stories making headlines at this hour before we get to the sports. Garissa leaders have kicked off a campaign to popularize their Building Bridges Initiative report ahead of the rally set for this Sunday there. They have hit out at those opposed to the meeting and warned the youth not to allow politicians to use them in disrupting that meeting. Take a listen.
Preparations are underway for the Building Bridges Initiative rally set to take place on Sunday at Garissa primary grounds. But as preparations continue, cracks among the leaders are beginning to show.
We know there's a lot of people who are moving around inciting the community that we should not be attending.
A section of Garissa leaders and residents have expressed mixed feelings about the Building Bridges Initiative as t-shirt bearing the slogan, "No teachers, no BBI" emerge. But some leaders read mischief as they accuse each other of plotting to cause chaos at Sunday's rally.
Whether you print 1,000 t-shirts or not, you cannot disrupt BBI rally in Garissa. 0.0.
This comes as Garissa Township MP Aden Duale asked the government to find a solution to the education crisis and insecurity in northeastern region before the BBI meeting in Garissa can proceed.
For us to discuss BBI, the following must be done before we talk about BBI. We must candidly discuss why schools are closing in northeastern province. The education is in crisis, is a national crisis that must be discussed and must be resolved.
Kwa bahati mbaya imekuja wakati ambapo tuko na shida ya walimu, tuko na shida ya security, lakini haitakuwa kisingizio ya kwamba ati sisi hatuwezi kuwa na BBI kwa sababu tuna shida hii.
The leaders in support of BBI say that the BBI meeting will be the right forum to express their concerns.
Tunafaa tuende before BBI na tupeane proposal yetu, tuseme shida ya education ni hii, this is what we are proposing. Shida ya insecurity ni hii, this is our proposal. And that is what other regions are doing.
Please do it somewhere else, but don't drag us to our side. Sisi kama jamii tuko ndani ya BBI na tuna support.
Governor Korone, who was appointed by President Uhuru Kenyatta to coordinate the BBI rally for northeastern Kenya, is warning the youth against disrupting the meeting. The counties of Mandera, Wajir, Isiolo, Marsabit and Garissa are expected to present their resolutions on Sunday to the BBI Steering Committee. Salah Mohammed, NTV, Garissa.
And still on the BBI politics and issues, a group of members of county assemblies from the South Rift region want at least 45% of the total budget of county governments to go towards development. The MCAs under the caucus of the County Assemblies Forum say the proposal is one of the recommendations they want the BBI to look into. The ward reps from Laikipia, Nakuru, Narok, Bomet, Samburu and Kericho counties say the revenue currently allocated towards is inadequate, I should say, in improving the welfare of the residents. They spoke as a section of sportsmen and women from the region also called for inclusion of the welfare of the country's sportsmen and women into the BBI agenda. Retired athlete Sami Ruto says the initiative should focus on empowering and nurturing talent among the youth.
We expect that the responsibilities, mandates and function and benefits of a member of parliament are cascaded down to the member of the county assembly so that we are able to take care of those massive resources. Otherwise, they are going to come to the counties and they are going to waste.
BBI should ensure that the county assemblies and their members are empowered and facilitated to ensure that the billions of shillings that go to the county government are well spent and that these monies are used for the purpose that they're intended for and secure the prosperity of our people. Financial autonomy.
BBI lazima pia ikusie vipawa za vijana ambao ni mabalozi wetu wakubwa katika ulimwengu wa michezo.
The Meru Deputy Governor Titus Ntichui has faulted a proposal in the Building Bridges Initiative report stipulating that elected positions at the level of governors should have a deputy of the opposite gender. This, he says, is restrictive and curtails democracy as leaders are not forced on people. He says instead he has proposed a fight for positions without a focus on gender.
Let us leave that open. This is really anti-democratic ideals and principles. Take an example of two ladies who are very good. Two ladies, not even men. No people think of gender is about women. They even about men or women. Men against women. Take two ladies, for instance, who may be very good. One of them wanting to run as a governor, the other one as the deputy. And maybe they come from different regions. Therefore, when it comes to regional representation, there will be no challenge. Are you telling me that if people want to elect those two ladies, are you going to deny them what is their right? So what you are saying, Marie, the deputy governors, really, the issue of the opposite gender is neither here nor there. Even in counties where you find that people are of the opposite gender, people may not be working well. You may not be working very well. So the issue of deputy governors is to enrich the functions of the deputy governor. That is what is critical. Because you may pick me, being of the opposite gender, but you never work with me. You never even give me any responsibilities. So what we are saying as deputy governors, let's first of all see how the BBI is going to address the functions of deputy governors so that we can have a portfolio maybe, it is properly stated, and then, have proper roles defined in the Constitution. That is what is critical. You may be of the same gender and work with people very well. But what you are saying is, we may also say, the BBI should say, it is encouraged. Probably if you are of this gender, it is encouraged you should pick somebody of the opposite gender. But it should not be something that it's a must, shall.
Let's now take a short, actually just head to the sports, not a short break, I beg your pardon. Let's have a look at the sports with Brian Otwal.
All right, thank you so much, Edmond, there from Meru. And we start off from Senegal, where Kenya had a poor outing in day 2 of the Africa qualifiers for Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games ongoing in Dakar, Senegal, after two boxers, Joseph Shigali and Beatrice Akoth, lost their respective preliminary bouts. Kenya's Joseph Shigali lost to Ghana's Omar Abdul Wahib by split points decision in the men's lightweight. This as Beatrice Akoth went down to Ramla Saeed Ahmed from Somalia in split points decision in the women's featherweight. So far, Rayton Boom Boom Okwiri and Elizabeth Akinyi are the only Kenyan boxers to have advanced to the second round. 6 Kenyan boxers, including lightweight Evelyn Akinyi, welterweight Elizabeth Akinyi, African Games flyweight silver medalist Shafi Bakari, welterweight Boniface Mugunde, Olympian heavyweight Eli Ajowi, and African Games super heavyweight bronze medalist Fred Ramogi were given byes to the second round. And KCB will be looking to jump to 3rd place on the Kenyan Premier League log when they travel to Machakos to play 10th placed Posta Rangers. The Bankers will be keen to bounce back to winning ways after a defeat against Kariobangi Sharks last time out. Posta, on the other hand, will come into the encounter seeking revenge after a 5-1 thumping against the same side in the first leg in December last year. Meanwhile, 13-time league champions FC Leopards will take on Sofapaka at the Mumia Sports Complex. Western Stima will host Sharks at the Moi Stadium. Kisumu and Madara United will travel to Coast to face off, that is to face Bandari at the Mbaraki Sports Club. And the Kenya Cup enters Sunday action this afternoon, and it's crunch time for Menengai Oilers, Stanbic Mwamba and Top Fry Nakuru in their quest to secure the 2 remaining playoff slots. Oilers are 2 points clear of 6th placed Mwamba and 3 ahead of cross-town rivals Tofra and Nakuru. Mwamba occupy the final playoff slot, while Tofra and Nakuru are just 1 point and 1 position outside the playoff berths. In Saturday's matches, defending champions KCB host Oilers, leaders Kabras play Nondis, Tofra and Nakuru are at Kenya Harlequins, Western Bulls clash with Homeboys, Mwamba meet Impala, and Kisumu RFC host Black Blood.